Good morning. This is Brother Ben. It's Wednesday, 12th of August, 2020. So we're going to have another look around. This is the fourth of the introductions to the website on how to do it. So it's probably best to go from full screen. So let's click on the three dots. We get the little icon. We click and we're going full screen. So let's go straight ahead. Click once and wait for the page to fully load. Once you see that it's fully loaded, otherwise when it's white, you start clicking, and you might be going into other pages without knowing it. So we're going to have a look at needing a bit of help, and I'm still working it out. Right, so here we got three questions. In the other clips, we looked at the Buddha series. We looked at also another one on episode 3, the workbooks, and we're going to have a look today about how do I write on a book that is on the internet, because it used to be very easy. There was a paper on the desk, you had felt tips, you just write on the paper. So now it's not that easy. So how do we write on something that's on our screen? That's usually called a PDF file, a portable document file, this one. All right, so let's have a look at that question. How do you do that? So here are a few ways to write on a PDF. Now that I've looked at these more and more, I believe that this one, at the minute anyway, is the one that I'm recommending, Light PDF. If you're in Google Drive, that you've got your document open up there, you can try and use .hub. .hub is also good, but it has a size limit. And the size limit is 30 megabytes. So sometimes the files might be bigger than that. Let's see. So another one is PDF Escape. Again, that's even smaller. They're up to 10 megabytes and 100 pages only. So sometimes a file might be too large, although, okay, I am trying to squash them down as small as possible to compress them to make them easier for you to open. But Light PDF is a good one. If you want to click on that file, on that logo here, then the website will open up. Okay, but let's just look at the explanation. So once you have gone there to the website of Light PDF, then we're going to actually look in the next few pages on how to write on it. So these websites are called editing a PDF. Editing a PDF means you can write on top of it. So let's go through and have a look at how we can do that. So this one, Light PDF, which doesn't have a size limit. Once you click on those links that I just showed you, you're going to get a website page that will look something like this one. It's fully loaded. It's still loading. We've got a slow connection here today as well. And you're going to be able to click on edit the PDF. All right. So you're going to click on other tools and on the little triangle, and you're going to get this drop-down menu. And in the drop-down menu, you'll see Edit PDF. Right? We don't need any of these other ones for now. Edit PDF. So you click on that one first of all, and you're going to get to this one. All right? So there's the other tools one we just clicked on. But now you're going to get this Get Started button. So click on that one. And then this is going to open up. All right. So this works when you have downloaded and saved a PDF document. So all of the workbooks for teens, for example, once you've gone and chosen them, you're going to open them up and then download them and save them to your device, to your laptop or to your device. And then they're saved there. They're not too large. It won't take up too much memory. And then you're going to click on here. So when you click on there, this is what it will start to look like, is that you get a box something like this, where you select that article. Here it is in my downloads folder, where I've downloaded it. This is what it looks like on a Mac, but on a PC quite similar. And then you highlight it and you click on the open. Once you've clicked on the open, then it's going to open up within like PDF like this. For example, this is one of the Arete books. Okay, so once it's opened up, then you're going to click on edit, and you get this edit button here. And then on the next things you're going to be able to do is to write on that PDF, adding text over the top. So you're going to find areas in the books that you've been writing on before, just using a pen. And then you're going to click on add text. And it's going to come out in a box which will be yellow color, just showing you where you're writing. Later on, the yellow box will disappear. You'll just be left with the writing on there. If you can, on the version of like PDF, change the color of the text to red or purple so that I can see easily your writing. Okay? But that's how you add text. You click on that add text box and you'll be able to you'll get a line and a box here, and then you start typing, and that typing will show up. So there you have written on the PDF. And then what you can do, you can save the whole PDF, but those PDFs are very big. They're 200 pages long, and you just really want to show me 1 or 2 pages only. I don't need the whole book. So one way is that you can do a screen capture using the Windows key and the print screen key. And another way is to use the snipping tool. So these explain how you can do that. I won't read the whole thing out. But then you will end up just with a photo of the piece of work that you've done. And then that will be saved to your desktop or to the snipping tool place where it saves it, or to the downloads. And then you're going to email that to me. Okay, so that will be the next thing to do. So if you're going to save the whole file for some reason, you can save the whole PDF here. But once you've saved it, you only really need that snipping tool image area, which is much smaller memory, easier to send. And then you can email it to me. I've got the email address about to come up. So another way to do it is to actually print out the PDF, or at least some of it. You can choose how many pages you print. So then, I mean, there's 2 ways to do that. One is some lucky people have a printer at home. Their parents own one, so you can just print out 2 pages. You don't have to print the entire book. You can choose which pages you want to print. And you should have a parent show you how to do that. If you don't have a printer, you can also download the PDF onto a memory device, saving it to a USB thumb drive, and then take that USB memory stick to a public print service and ask them to print the pages of the material out, the pages that you want. And then you've got it as a paper, and you can use a strong color like we did before in the classroom with felt tips, or strong color, and then you can photo that paper sheet. Okay, I'm going to show you how you do that. You can do it using a regular camera on your phone, but there's an even better way, which is to get this app called TurboScan, to download that TurboScan, and that's a very, very neat way to do it. So here we go. Here's someone with with the smartphone where they've got Turbo Scan, open up Turbo Scan. Here's the work on the page over there. And they're going to photo it, and it will come out with this pink area. And then they adjust the frame, which is this red dots around the outside. And then they move these red dots into the corners so it matches the area just that you want to show. And then you give it a title, you save the name of it, and then you save that. And then once you've done that, saved, you can press this open the PDF in, and you'll be able to send it. Okay, so that's a rough guide. There'll be many questions that come from that. I don't expect you to get it first time, but you can experiment. You can try, and then it doesn't work, and then try a different way, and again you can ask some questions, and like that. So there's a few steps, quite complicated, but it's very important that we can write on books that are on the internet, that we know how we can print them off if we want to, and that if you print them off, you can write on them. And then if you write on them, how do you share that writing to your teacher? So if you're in grade 7, here's your email address to send it to. Grade is 7brotherben.g7, that's grade 7, @gmail.com. And the addresses are very similar for grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10. Okay, so from there we can go back to our question page. I'm still working it out, and you can go back through that process and check, what did I miss? I was confused. I want to see that again. You can always go back, and you can always go back again through this video that will explain it until it's clear for you. And if you've got any questions or it didn't work out, you can tell me what happened and we'll work it out together. Okay, and also your classmates. I found that people are also very good at explaining. It's not in English, it will be in Bisayas, and you can talk to each other and help each other. So there we go. Back to our home page and the end of the video. So well done. Try it. We've got plenty of time. I don't expect you to get it first time, but I want you to try and try again. Good. So I'll be signing off until the next video. This is Brother Ben saying good luck and see you soon.